Hey, can I get you anything?
Sure, what do you got?
I got some soda.
Is that Dallas Star Green? Get that away from me. Ah, let's go! Yeah!
Bro! He did it! We're on a freaking power play! Why are we not shooting?
Yes! Let's go!
I can't even grammar properly right now. How frustrated I am.
Get a cheap
I'm gonna get ice cream.
We just had some.
I know. Vegas Golden Knights lose. What game? The Sharks? No, we did that one already. Who did we play? Dallas. We played Dallas and then Chicago. Yeah, okay. I'm here. The Vegas Golden Knights lose to Dallas Stars 3-2. In the shootout though, so we stay alive for the playoffs after this game. I don't understand how you go to back-to-back shootouts, so 2 games in a row. The second shootout goes 7 rounds, so you've gone 10 in total and do not score a single goal. And if you think that that's embarrassing, just wait, because with this game, Logan Thompson became the highest save percentage in the shootout in NHL history to not have won a shootout. That's incredible. That is so good, Vegas's goal scoring. Trade away Fleury because his cap hit's too high because we need more scoring. Where is that scoring that was advertised, huh? We get goals from Chandler Stevenson, who's literally unstoppable. He's the only one that can score a power play goal from Vegas now. Remember last year, at the beginning of the year, it was Cody Glass? Well, now it's Chandler Stevenson and he hits 21 and that's fantastic. I love this guy. He's really, really good. William Carrier, what a game from him! Coming back from injury to be able to have the effort and ferocity, I use that word again, but he had it this game. He brought it. He wanted to make it to the playoffs. And he scores within a minute left before the period ends. That was loud. And Stevenson scored with a minute, like 4 seconds before the period ended. Just like, yeah, okay. You're gonna score anywhere else in the game other than when there's less than a minute left in a period. I mean, I would have taken it before the 3rd period ended, but this game brought Vegas to 4 points behind Dallas. It locked in Los Angeles, locked in Nashville, so literally the last playoff spot came down to Dallas or Vegas in the last 2 games of the season. The only way for Vegas to get into the playoffs mathematically was for Vegas to win both of their last games against Chicago and St. Louis. And Dallas losing both of their games in regulation against Arizona and Anaheim. That very, very next day, so Vegas and Dallas both playing on the second half of back-to-backs after playing each other in a hard-fought match that went to a 7th round in the shootout. They're exhausted against Arizona and Chicago, who are at the bottom of the league, fighting for the lottery, you know, that kind of stuff. And both teams lose this game. Spoiler alert. So Vegas Golden Knights lose 4-3 against the Chicago Blackhawks, who don't have Fleury, who for some reason this season are literally like we cannot figure out how to beat the Chicago Blackhawks. Meanwhile, the rest of the league are doing it like, don't worry, just taking out the trash. Can you guys do it too? No? Sucks to suck. There was a video circulating the internet. I'm going back in the Dallas game, after the Dallas game of Jack Eichel rolling his eyes. And it was like, wow, he's not a fit to be a good leader. Like, you ever roll your eyes, ever? So guess you're not good enough to be a leader in any circumstances whatsoever. It doesn't matter why you rolled your eyes, despite the fact that he was looking directly at the stars down the ice. He was the first person over to Logan Thompson, and he talked to him longer than most people would talk to their goalies after losing a shootout. That was missed, but the eye roll was caught, despite all of those different circumstances. Media literally is only about perception. Jason Robertson, my man, what a freaking superstar. Love that kid, and he's gonna do really, really amazing things in this league. If I were to tell you 0 for 17, would you be thinking that I'm talking about Vegas's power play or Vegas's shootout numbers? Because both would be correct in this instance, and both of them are so embarrassing. Chicago scores first. It's 1-0. Vegas ties it 1-1. Chicago scores again, it's 2-1. Vegas ties it, 2-2. Meanwhile, Dallas, who was playing their game at the exact same time, which was actually kind of fun, against Arizona, is up 3-0 against the Arizona Coyotes, because of course they are, it's the Arizona Coyotes. Caleb Jones, 3-2. Max Pacioretty, 3-3 at the end of the second. And then we're going into the third, tied 3-3. And I'm like, please, Arizona, get there. And they score to start the third period, 4 minutes in. Whoa. Okay, please. Then they score another with 12 minutes left to go. And you're like, haha, Arizona, please. But at the same time, it's the Arizona Coyotes and the Dallas Stars. So Arizona, why are you giving me hope? Why are you helping me to feel this some sort of just like the grasping at the light that's fading in the distance? Vegas and Chicago both don't score in the third period. So the entire time I'm more watching Dallas and Arizona this whole time, because nothing exciting is going on in that game, despite the fact that, you know, I would think that Vegas could beat, you know, Chicago in regulation, but no, we're gonna go to a third straight overtime, let alone possibility for a third straight shootout. At that point, it just becomes poetic. Logan Thompson gets his first win the shootout in the third attempt, third time's a charm, and Dallas is gonna lose in regulation to Arizona, and this is all gonna come down to the final game. This is Vegas drama, guys. Ever since they came into the league, the kind of drama that has existed because of this team in the league, and it continues because of this team in the league. Arizona scores, tie game 3-3 on a 2-man advantage. and they still have a minute left in their power play. With 8 minutes left to go. Vegas doesn't want to do anything, so they're gonna go to overtime, and then they are you know, going to the shootout. Time is winding down in Arizona, Dallas, and I'm just sitting there like the cartoons that, you know, bite their fingertips and the length of a harmonica type thing with them all flying everywhere. Sorry for the gross visual. I eat ice cream in a lot of my videos. They can't get it done. Vegas goes to the shootout. As Vegas is going to the shootout, it's 2 seconds, there's like dying minutes. Arizona is trying so hard, and seriously, like, bless their hearts for that, because you could see it. They wanted to play spoiler just like the Sharks were a couple of weeks ago, or days ago, because that's the first meaningful hockey they played all season. It only took until April, and it's not even meaningful for them, it's meaningful for the other team. And Arizona is doing their best, and it's in Dallas, and you can hear the crowd being completely silent and stunned that this team, who just beat Minnesota like a couple days ago, 5-3 against Marc-Andre Fleury, but you know, they can do it. They can pull it off. They're a wagon, and they're going for it. But all Dallas needs to do is delay until overtime, and so that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're not trying to win in regulation, which is why we need to abolish the loser point and go to the 3-2-1 system, and I'm gonna talk about that in July. Vegas and Chicago shootout starts going 0-0. For like 4 frames, because no one can score a goal. Logan Thompson's like, please offense, can I get some support? And I would hope, I'm almost at begging that you can at least do your best and score a single goal. It almost lined up perfectly. Vegas, you know, streams in, doesn't score, and we're going to the 7th round again. Tyler Johnson roofs it past Logan Thompson. And our skater that we sent out after that was Michael Amadio, who, like, career season for this dude, and it's been fantastic. He scored a goal in this game, sure, but where's Nick Waugh? Dodonov? Carlson, who you sent out last time? It happens simultaneously. Michael Amadio streams in, and the game goes into overtime. Vegas is eliminated from the playoffs. Ever say something 3 times and it sounds completely weird the 3rd time you said it? Which one did I say third? That's a fun trivia game. I honestly, at that point, like, I wanted Arizona to win in overtime, because that's so funny that you blew a 3-0 lead against the Arizona Coyotes that it almost saves the fact that I had a little bit of hope from this game. They do. Arizona wins 4-3, and that was like, okay, Great. I saw this from Man Games Lost NHL, which is an official account. It's got 3,000 followers, but of those followers, it's being followed by Chris Johnston, and that's a very, very good source. But they tweeted, from yesterday, the NHL top 5 points and standings lost due to injured players and health protocols. Number 1, Vegas, 39.7 points lost, which, you know, after today would mean if they had had those points, if they didn't have any of those injuries, which they're going to have some of them, so like you can't entirely add all of those, but still, they would have had, rounding down, 131 points. I don't know if that's good or not. Let's double check if 131 points in the NHL is good. Yeah, Florida has 120. Wow, let's look at the most amount of points in a regular season. 132 from the Montreal Canadiens in 1776-77 season. That's really good, isn't it, guys? Wow, Vegas would have a record that's comparable with the best NHL regular season in NHL history if they did not have the injuries that they had. If they made the playoffs with as much as they had lost due to their injuries, that would have been literally incredible. The fact that they barely missed shows more about this team with all of those injuries than anything else. It should not have been this close. The only other team that's comparable with the amount of injuries Man Games lost in the season is Montreal, and they are a lot to repick. Vegas is gonna come back next season, not with everyone. Honestly, the amount of toxic stuff that Leonard gets, I hope he gets traded so he's not in this freaking mess and he shuts us out in his next game against us, because he does not deserve the crap that the fans are giving him. Run Brossoit and Thompson, no idea. Go for Carey Price, why not? Screw the rules, we have money. I'm done. I'm so out of it. I'm sweating. I don't know how I'm doing this still. Friday will be a fun treat. I'm gonna watch the last game of the season with Blues Fan Reacts. This video may or may not be up by then. It's gonna be fun. We're just gonna relax, you know. I'm gonna watch him freak out about trying to get that last home ice advantage over Minnesota. I'm gonna dedicate the next month and a half, 2 months to my school like I've been doing all this previous semester this year. Because, well, what else am I gonna do? Then I'm probably gonna make a couple of videos in July about the trade call between Ottawa and Vegas and all of that. It's gonna be fun. It'll be fun. Thank you for joining me this season. I'm gonna make another video to end the last game, and that's gonna be it for today's nightly review, games of 80 and 81. Thank you so much for watching and have a good night. I use a hockey stick to hold the banner up in case you didn't know that. Would you mind doing me a favor? Just be like, hey, can I get you something to cheer you up? Or something? I'm like, yeah, sure, what do you got? And then you like start leaning in with the Sprite. Oh, just a Sprite, and I go, is that Dallas Star Green?
My husband's a weirdo.
I don't even think that, I might not include that.